Hi, Jeff Mersace, the Plain English Attorney, and welcome to the video. And today we are going to talk about 3 mistaken Medicaid mindsets. The thing is, people hear stories and about how do you accomplish getting Medicaid planning done, how do you get a loved one qualified for Medicaid, how do you save money, and a lot of the times it's completely wrong. And it's because they're trying to reduce it to some just simple set of things as if you were making a purchase. And it's just not like that. So the first mindset is, oh, I can do it myself. The thing is, Congress made all of these different loopholes and hundreds of thousands of rules and regulations, and stuff's changing all the time. And you can't do this, you can't do this, and you start doing this, and it's designed to make you just throw up your hands and say, might as well just spend everything down to under $2,000 and then that's it. Spend it all on care. Well, wait a minute. No. Those loopholes are there to cover specific situations so that you don't have to lose everything. It's just the regulations make it a little bit more difficult to navigate. So if you're trying to just go and do it yourself, there is a very high chance you're just going to make a mistake and end up losing the game. And that's really all it is. It's kind of a game, and you have to do certain things in a certain order in order to win it. If you think it's important for educational videos like this to get out there, then please help us out by subscribing to the channel. So that first mindset is, yeah, I can just do this myself. No big deal. Just to let you know, the training I went through, it wasn't just becoming an attorney. You know, law school doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. They teach you about the law. Then there's the on-the-job training that really teaches you how to work with clients, and maybe there are internships and those first jobs that you get into that help you develop the skills to work with clients and actually do the job of being a lawyer. And then I went through some very specific and special training to become a certified Medicaid planner. So I went through all of these very specific rules, and I really had to develop almost a very thorough understanding of trust and trust law in order to get to the point where I could work with these specific types of trusts and make them part of the plan so it comes out to my client's advantage. And you're talking tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars being saved from having to get spent down in order to qualify for Medicaid. And when you're talking about $10,000 a month for nursing home care, it's not something that you can afford to mess up. Second mindset is thinking of this as if you're buying a product. And this happens all the time, especially when people come in, they want to talk to me about Medicaid planning for a loved one, and they don't read the book that I recommended. And they just say, well, okay, I like this trust. I heard about this trust. If you can make that trust, everything's going to be fine. And that's not the way it works. That's kind of like saying, well, I read up on these surgical knives, so I'm going to go to the doctor, and as long as you buy this surgical knife, the surgery's going to be fine. Well, no, there's a whole lot of other stuff that has to go in there, including the right surgeon using the surgical knife in the right environment with the right support, with a whole bunch of other things. But if you just boil it down to it's got to be that knife, well, that's the same thing as saying, hey, I want you to put together this trust for me and then everything's going to be fine. You have to think of Medicaid planning as a process where certain things have to happen in a certain order with a certain level of skill to make sure that the overall plan works. You can't just pull out one piece and think it's all going to be fine. It's kind of like a Jenga tower. You pull one or two things, you pull the wrong thing out, the whole thing collapses, and you can't say, but I bought a Jenga set. It should stand up. And then finally, that third thing, This is the one thing you should absolutely, positively, without a doubt, never, ever, 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 ever do. I'm just going to go to the Medicaid office and they'll help me. No, they won't. They will help you spend every last dime, and as we've seen in some cases, spend more money than you have. Oh, go take an equity line of credit out against the house to pay those medical bills, and then you can take their IRA and turn it into an annuity going to them. And now you're below the 2,000. Isn't that great? This actually was something that the Medicaid caseworker told some potential clients of mine that didn't end up signing up. Okay, fine. So they ended up actually in debt when what they should have done, even if they were just going to spend everything down, was to withdraw the money, pay the taxes, and pay the medical bills. Instead, they were going to set up an annuity to go to the person who was going in the nursing home. So all that money would go in to pay the medical bill first. The Medicaid caseworker is not your friend. They're not going to show you how to save the most money. It's kind of like going to the IRS and saying, here's all my stuff. Can you do my taxes for me? Sure, why not? Here, you owe $80,000. But my income was only $100,000 last year. Well, you wanted us to do your taxes for you. Okay, here you go. No, don't do it that way. Get with the right professionals. So like I said, I kind of went through my training and what I had to do becoming a certified Medicaid planner. There are certified Medicaid planners out there who aren't attorneys, and that's fine. They just need to work with an attorney on the legal piece of it. And I often work with other professionals to make the whole plan come together because I know what I'm good at, which is the legal end, the strategy. There's the fine details and the paperwork and documentation to back up a Medicaid application that needs to be put into place and make sure that that's good. Okay, there are other people who I have on the team who can do that. Getting an accountant to take care of any kind of tax angle and work this as a whole integrated plan. So I hope you found that information useful. As I always tell my clients, please stay safe, plan ahead, and enjoy life. And whatever you do, make it a great day.